everyone! My name is Gavin, or at least that's what I'm calling myself, and welcome back to another Rise of the Golden Idol stream. Yes, that's right, folks. We've got another new DLC that literally just dropped today, and you better believe I was working and I turned my computer on right at lunchtime just to make triple sure everything was downloaded and installed and ready to go for this, so hopefully nothing goes wrong this time. But I'm very hyped to get into this because, well, it's Rise of the Golden Idol. I've been over this. It's one of my favorite mystery puzzle games I've ever played, and I have a blast every single time I stream it. So, yeah, not much else to say. Oh, also, I'm keeping boob mode on for this stream. It's usually I try to, theme it. I turn off boobs for streams where I play a male character and on boobs for scenes where I play a female character, but I feel like I haven't turned it on in a while, and also I've just been not going to get into it, but I'm kind of working through some stuff, and I think I'm going to try out being in girl mode for a little bit here. So, that being said, I believe we have a game to play, so let's get into this. So this is going to be the Lemurian Phoenix. I don't really know. We haven't really been told much about what's going on here, except that it's set. It takes place over a span of from the 1910s to the 1950s, and I think it's 5 chapters long. We're gonna have to work around that. And also, I think Spatch mentioned someone mentioned in the Discord server, pretty sure it was Spatch, that there's a lady in here who looks like Peggy Hill from King of the Hill. So, not sure how that's going to play into things, but she's there and she's on the front, so she's probably important. Anyway, let's get into it. Prepare for the strange saga of the Lemurian Phoenix, in which ancient prophecies, divine revelations, and royal decrees shape history. Let's see where we got here. Royal blood. Celebrations turn sour at Tikor Palace. Oh yeah, so quick recap for those of you who aren't all up to date on the Golden Idol lore, because I know I never played the first game on stream. That was a solely me time thing from before I got streaming. But yeah, Lemuria is the ancient country where the titular Golden Idol comes from, and I think it's still around. It's just the ancient civilization specifically that produced all the cool tech stuff kind of fell. And it's modern Lemuria is just kind of it's a third world country that gets colonized and or pillaged a lot. And there was a fun bit in the first game where one of the Lemurian chiefs gets invited to a bunch of British or Fantasyland British dudes party and takes the opportunity to steal back some cultural artifacts. So I wonder if we're going to see something along those lines. Oh yeah, and also I think we visited the specific Lemurian idol, the island the idol came from in the DLC to the first game, so that was fun. Oh, I'm going to have to dust off my knowledge of Lemurian numbers, aren't I? I've completely forgotten all those. Anyway, let's just get on with this. Enough of me rambling. Your king loves you. Don't forget to tune in to 104.9 FM for His Highness's solstice speech on Monday. Broadcasts in this game have historically not been a great thing. Something bad is going to happen here, and we all know it. Anyway, we got some people over here. Ooh, we got a dude in a car. I wonder if that's the king. Goodbye, off we go, driver. Well, he's a dude dressed as the back half of a cow, so he's probably not the king. Alright, what about you, lady? The old fart edited out all my best turns of phrase and replaced them with played-out cliches. My section's going to sound so pathetic. When I'm queen, I'll give the public something to tune in for. Okay. So, we got someone with some political ambitions here, I think. Or yeah, possibly in the royal bloodline, or possibly planning a coup. Remains to be seen. Give it a rest, sis. You've as much chance of wearing that crown as the sun does of rising in the west. I'm next, get over it. Someone is not long for this world, I think. Also, that animation on his face is wild.
And what about short round here? Well, well, look who's dashing off as soon as their section's been recorded. Good riddance, then. More grub for many. I wonder if this is many. Dear Mr. LeBob, you are cordially invited to attend the King's renowned summer solstice celebration at Tikor Palace. The festivities will run for 24 hours, commencing at 4 p.m. on Saturday, with traditional dancing in the hall at both sunset and sunrise, and refreshments at on the balcony throughout. Naturally, His Highness will be occupied in meetings with his various advisors, fine-tuning and recording the sections of his speech they have each written ahead of the national radio broadcast. Okay, so these are like advisors, I guess? However, his 2 charming children will be available to represent the family. Sincerely, Tikor Palace. I wonder if those 2... I think we can assume those 2 are complaining are the kids, and this guy is Mr. LeBob, because the letter's in his possession, unless he stole it from someone. See what we... Let's just slap that in here. Don't know if he's many yet, but I feel like he probably is. Let's head over this way. We got a nice photo. King Lutri Manzek. And what's on this side, Holly? King Lauren Manzek. Okay, so Manzek, I guess, is the royal bloodline, so the kids are probably going to be named Manzek. What about this gentleman here? Becca, really, it's now well past my meeting time. Why can't you just let me in? So this lady's Becca. We're learning stuff here already. Your Highness, happy summer solstice. I hope you enjoy this fine champagne. So, let's see. Outside visitor protocol. Mrs. Shabak will meet you at the outer gates. Okay, so he's so I think he's giving that card to the, he's trying to give that card and possibly some missing champagne to the, king, and he's following this protocol. Mrs. Shabak will meet you at the outer gates. From there, she will take you through security and into the waiting hall. When His Majesty is ready for you, he will call for Miss Shabak to let you into the cabinet. When His Majesty is finished with you, he will call for Mrs. Shabak to let you out. She will then escort you either off the palace grounds if you are not attending the celebration, or back to the hall or balcony if you are. Okay. So this is Becca Shabak, I think. Please be patient. I'm only following the orders His Highness gave me when his last meeting ended. He clearly said that he will tell us when he is ready, and that I'm not ready to disturb him until then. What do you think the odds are the king's dead in there? Like, statistically, there's a lot of murder in these games, especially of powerful, important people. Okay, so we got meetings. Princess Leva, High Guardian, Justice Minister, then the Intelligence Director at midnight, then in the morning, Princess Eric, First Sentinel, and the Propaganda Chief. So we gotta figure out when this guy is. Give me a second here. This looks like it's not midnight. The question is, it gives, like, evening vibes. I think we could probably assume he's either the High Guardian or the Justice Minister, because, I would assume. I don't think this is... It could be morning. Let's not completely rule out that possibility yet. Anyway, what was it again? Becca Shabak. Oh, and then she addressed him by name too, didn't she? Oh wait, nope, not. No mention of it. Okay, so we'll have to figure that out. See what these guards are doing? Okay, no guns, no knives. Place gift here. So this is like a metal detector thing. Okay, so we got a map here. We got the security checkpoint, which is here. Princess quarters, princess's quarters, and the exit are down there, which you would think that the prince and princess's quarters would be behind the checkpoint, but I guess maybe there's security on, like, the lower levels or something. And also, maybe the reason they're back here is because dear old dad has suspicions that they might want to move something, gun or knife-shaped into here and then, have words with him about the line of succession. Just spitballing. Gotta theorize. It served me well so far. What about this guy? Masters probably spend more money reframing those paintings of his vanity and his predecessors than I'll learn all year. Man's holding a loaded rifle with a bayonet attached. Not to be messed with then, even though he's wearing his underpants. Like, I know that's like the weird cow robe clinic thing. Or a tunic thing or whatever, but it looks like underwear. It looks like a pair of boxers. Orders for Tristan Zeldorf. Always nice when we get a nice clear name. Guard cabinet door throughout solstice celebrations. No one is to enter or leave unless ushered by Mrs. S, which was like Shabak or something, right? Yeah, Shabak. If you must leave your post, e.g. for bathroom break, ensure one of the other guards covers for you. Keep close eye on visitors waiting in the hall. Alright. So what's his name again? Tristan Zeldorf. And, before we get going, anyone want to take any bets on whether we're going to find a dead body over here? Oh, we can't even investigate the champagne, but let's take a look-see. Yep, what did I tell ya? Is Gavin always right, or is Gavin always right? Alright, your deadness, let's take a look. The man is not breathing. Yeah, I think I could infer that. Vanto Manzek. And Orant Manzek. Okay, so we've got a lot of different kings. Which one have we got here? Ooh. There was a dagger hidden inside what looks to be a present. Ooh, we got a recording machine. Let's take a look at this transcript. Your Highness, here is the section I prepared for your solstice review. For your solstice speech. Resolve. The day Lemurians shy away from bold decisions, we are finished as a society. That is why the orders I have given recently do not disturb me. Until I tell you I am ready to end our struggle for unity, you must all embrace it. So that's given some warmonger vibes. I think someone had words for him in here. Also, this kind of looks like a face. Tea and crumpets? I think he got stabbed while he was in this chair next to, like, all this stuff. But the murder weapons are the trash, so I think we assume it's... This thing we assume is the knife. There's an unlocked trapdoor under the chair, so I guess that's how he got out. Or whoever did it. Medium-sized vase of flowers. Large vase of flowers. Bronze statuette. An ornamental egg. A frog. Vase of flowers. Bottle of wine. And... ooh, it's a Lemurian seal. That's what they put the memories on from the Bane game. There's gonna be some... might be some more memory fuckery here. And what's this window? Window's locked from the inside. Okay, so what do we got in terms of documents? Let's take a look back outside. Okay, someone's out there pretending to be the king, possibly. Okay, so I think that's the princess. And that's the prince. So, Manzek, we assign Manzek to this one and this one. And then her sheet had the princess's name. So Leva Zarek. I think we can assume this guy is many just because he said was all about like, oh, more food for many. That sounds like a, oh, more food for me. High Guardian, Justice Minister. Hold on a second. What did this guy have to say? So, someone dashed off as soon as their section was recorded. So I think this person is the one they're talking about who's like dashing off as soon as their section was recorded. Okay, so it's Saturday evening to Sunday morning leading up to the speech on Monday. So I think this is probably evening. Wait, hold on. What were the instructions again? So he's trying to get in. See. So, he's called out to let you in, and then calls out for her to let you out. That you either... She escorts you either off the palace grounds or back to the hall or balcony if you're attending the celebration. Is this the cabinet or the quarters? Okay, so this is the cabinet. The king's cabinet, not the king's quarters. Dagger got smuggled in inside some, wrapping paper, possibly? Oh, no, inside, like, that looks like a pair of guard's pants. Was someone pretending to be a guard? Wait, hold on. What's his clothes again? He's got, like, a white thing on. Let's check to see if that matches any of the king's. A bottle of wine from 1795. What else we got? Anything, Okay, what did this say again? 1 second. Okay, so we probably need the king's name too. I think we assume that's someone Manzek. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I think we might have already hit a standstill. Hopefully not. Okay, so the gift doesn't go through the metal detectors, so... Let me take a look at this. It's like kind of a knife. What could that have been hidden inside? I think it was probably hidden inside one of the bouquets, maybe. Okay, I'm getting the vibe that he was stabbed while he was, like, recording the speech. While the other guy was recording the speech, but the microphone's on the left side, and this is on the right, so I'm one... Oh, hold on, there's a curtain missing, so someone threw on there... So, like, pick this... So I think the guy outside is definitely the killer. Give me a second here. He's got, like, the... Wait, no, he used the drape to wipe this off. Not the, cloak. What do we got in the way of events? Okay, what was she again? Talk about again? It's like editing things out of the speech. And something about resolve. So, whose speech was this? So about giving orders and a struggle for unity. So that's... who all was on the schedule again? So we know Leva's already been in, so it's not her. Or is it her? I don't think it could be her. We got the High Guardian and the Justice Minister. I feel like this is given vibes of evening. Like, this says well past meeting time, so... And see if there's any way to tell apart which one this guy is. Because, like, they all kind of have the same chin. And that's the only part that's visible on the poster. And there's not really a lot of identifying details here. So, geez, are we already stuck? Got like kind of a mole on the left side. Maybe that's something. Do any of them... Give me a second here. Nope, I was hoping I could make something out. Okay. So, they're writing the speech for him, and he's, like, editing it and recording parts of it. So the fact that there's only a select number of people around here, I think, okay, who could this guy possibly be? I know there's been at least 2 people in before him. There's, like, could be the Justice Minister or It's not Zarek. Probably not First Cent... There's a Propaganda Chief? I don't think I'm not sure. But I think I'm gonna assume evening, like the lighting is giving evening. Can we make anything out of this guy? I think his hands... Oh wait, no, he's facing the other way. He's got a cloak, he's moving around. This guy's brought champagne. Let's take a look at this guard again. Okay, so he's... Wait, hold on. Okay, so he's guarding the cabinet door. He's not allowed anyone in unless they enter or leave. So I think whoever's before this guy has to be the killer. Question is, how do we tell who he is? Like an outside visitor. What names do we have? We have the option to pick king for any of these. No, but I think we need to figure out which king it is. Is there a way we can, like, check the background in all of them and see if anything's changed? Oh, the tree grows between them. So there's a tiny tree here, then a bigger tree with the other one. That's, like, kind of a bigger one. And then over here's where the tree is biggest, so it's Luttree, Mansek. Okay, we're making some progress here. So we just need to figure out who these 2 are. Like I said, I think... Hold on a second. Do we have a compass? Okay. Oh, I've hit it now. We can figure out the direction of the sun from here. Like, the sun's kind of shining in this way. And that window's to the east. So, is it morning, actually? Are the lights coming in, or is it just, like... Okay, so hold on a second. So, yeah, the light's definitely coming from the east, so it's morning. That's why he made that comment about the sun rising in the west. That's like kind of cue us in the right direction. So, the question is, if it's well past his meeting time, I wonder if this is the intelligence director. Did I just check her thing again? Maybe we piece together the events a bit, we can figure out who this is. So let's start with what we got. As Lutri Mansek recorded his speech, someone killed him with a... I think it's probably a dagger. Let's take a look. Yeah, they wiped off the dagger. A little vase here. We're looking at on the gifts. Okay, so we got the disc here. Oh, I bet it's from the statue, because this looks like it's like a warrior standing victorious atop a monster, but his hand's empty. It's like kind of bronze, and then this dagger looks bronze, so that's what I think it is. So a dagger from a statuette. Afterward, the killer moved the body. To escape, they... Wait, hold on. Let me check the speech. Hold on a second. I think I hit on something. Where's the instructions again? Finished. So they need to say next, or need to say finished, I think. Yeah, he used the Majesty's... He recorded the bit where His Majesty said finished and then played it through the speaker. Oh, that's genius. Anything I can see here? It's like they edited the tape and played it for what's her face, Becca Shabak. Who then let the killer out. Just which one was it again? Keep forgetting who has which document. Yep, so I think that's it. We just need to figure out who this is that got let out. So what are our clues? We know there's at least one person after. You know, this guy's not the... I'm not sure it's the propaganda. This guy doesn't give First Sentinel vibes. Morning, so... Let's see, if this guy's... It's like... So I think we gotta make some inferences here. It's gotta be, someone who gave orders about a struggle for unity. Orders that may be concerning. So, who all is on the roster again? I don't... First Sentinel was like a... The Sentinels were like the professional go hunt down people who abuse their power and, go away, isn't it? Make them go away. Like, Echo Secunda, or whatever his name was. Like, so I'm... That seems like more of an enforcer than, like, someone who would be giving the orders. Or I might be wrong on that, I don't know. Let me just double check something with the note here. Regarding, There's something about dancing in the hall at sunset and sunrise, refreshments on the balcony throughout. Someone here is dashing off as soon as their section's recorded. So, what do we got here? Anything of note here that I'm missing? For now, I think we've got what happened, we just need to figure out the names. Okay, so... yeah, so that's why he moved the body, to put the king down there. We just double... wait, hold on. He also... yeah, do not disturb me. Do not disturb me until I am ready. That makes sense. And the question is, who was it? That's the one thing I'm stuck on right now, is who was it? So I don't think it was the prince or princess. Was it? Who was it that would have visited him previously? I don't think the prince and princess would have been giving orders. At the very least, we know it's morning, based on, like, the direction of the sun. The sun's coming in from the east, so it's morning. At least that's the vibe I'm getting here. So... yeah, like, the shadows are being cast, it's morning. From the east. I'm not being an idiot, right? So, well past the meeting time makes me think this is the intelligence director who is supposed to be in at midnight, so that's going to be my guess. I think it was the justice minister who saw him last and the intelligence director now. Really? Okay, so I've got both of these incorrect, I think. So... let's see. Okay, no. No, so this guy's dashing off as soon as his section was recorded, so it's not quite that late, so... oh, no, so... and the prince is still here, so it's all got to be in the morning, so yeah, it's the guy in the cloak is the first sentinel. Like... first sentinel. And then that would make this the propaganda chief. There we go. Just need to make some adjustments to my assumptions. So, as Manzak recorded his speech, first sentinel killed him with a dagger. Is that you, Ed? But then did that. Ah, there we go. Just need to get over that little stumbling block with who it was. Booyah! The first Sentinel was able to get a dagger past security because it formed part of his gift for the king. After killing the royal and moving the body, the first Sentinel hastily mopped up most of the blood with a curtain. He then edited the recording of the king reading the speech segment he had written, so that it said, "We are finished. Do not disturb me until I tell you I am ready." Upon hearing this over the speaker system, the usher escorted the killer out without suspecting anything. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ash Intelligence Agency declassified. Office of Research and Reports. Monitoring Lemurian technological progress. Confidential. Around 800 BC, High Guardian Trefal Ol-Zol ordered the burning down of universities and libraries throughout Lemuria. His goal was to restrain technological advancement, which had spiraled out of control with, presumably, the idol. Yeah, because anti-intellectualism is definitely the solution there. That always works out so well for societies. At the same time, the Lemurian Empire's various territories united under the current flag. To reflect this, they also adopted the following national motto. After the Inferno, only one shall rise, bearing the mark of the universe. Because of the information lost during this period, the modern population is largely ignorant of this history. Many believe the motto to be an ancient spiritual prophecy. Okay, so... now, what do we got here? Eternity's End. A spiritual leader meets an unexpected fate. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, this is, like, really out in the boonies. It's like something was pacing around here tied to a thing. Like, a chili plant, a jasmine plant, and a mint plant with a trowel next to it. Newcomer's Handbook. Gardening duties continued. Evening. During the evening you may rest. Cooking duties. Morning, serve everyone... ooh, we've got seats. We're gonna have to figure out who sat where. So, morning, serve everyone their own leftovers from the previous evening's meal. Afternoon, during the afternoon fast, you can take time off to meditate or study. Evening, cook, bless, and serve, with some asterisk here, a hearty yet simple meal of spiced rice. When setting the table, remember, the longest a dedicant has been here, the closer to the first Sentinel's end of the table they have the honor of sitting. Alright, gotcha, so that's going to help with the place settings. What do we got here with these people? I felt sick after dinner last night, but it passed quickly. At first I assumed it must be food poisoning. Then after I began vomiting foam, I thought maybe the virus had returned. Now, though, I finally understand. My body knew something was wrong with First Sentinel Nagasai. This is like a commune of some sort. As First Sentinel Nagasai's scribe of 28 years, that's going to be important for the rankings, I feel it my duty to document this morning's tragic events. By the time I awoke, Kwanzaa was already laying the table. When I came outside, I saw her knock for First Sentinel Nagasai, but no one answered, so she let herself into his quarters. A few moments later, she emerged and told us all the terrible news. He too had fallen ill, but he had died in his sleep. Ori and Koi have now been allowed in to see their father, while the rest of us wait outside. Okay, so this... I don't think it's food poisoning, it gives the vibe of actual poisoning. But what was his name again? Gresto? Let's throw that under names. Don't know if that's first or last, though. Oh, and Ori and Koi are Nagasai's children. The same thing happened to me. I threw up all foamy after dinner, but I was soon fine again. I wonder why only us two seem to have been affected. Perhaps we have unknowingly reached a higher level of empathy than the others, which allowed us to feel the First Sentinel's energy moving through us in his final moments. Okay, so something about proximity to the... proximity to the First Sentinel affects who got poisoned. You shouldn't feel sick, or sad for that matter. You should feel nothing in particular, for he is not gone. His consciousness has simply been redistributed. Now, come on, I've already laid the table. Let's eat breakfast. We don't want last night's leftovers going to waste. That's concerning. Okay, so, what is this? Kwanzaa is the one laying the table. Let's, throw that under names. Oh, we got our table settings here. Oh, it's... okay, so it's something to do with who ate what. Have to figure that out. Ooh, lots of stuff here. Mustard, coriander, chili, cumin. Cumin. Mint. Jasmine. Fun fact, my sister's actually allergic to mint, which I learned, and it made me feel like a jerk, because when I was a little kid, I was like, oh, I thought she just didn't like the smell of mint, so I used to try and bother her by bringing smelly mint stuff into her space, and then I found out she's actually allergic years later. It's like, oh, now I feel like a monster. So I have made a point to not do that since then. Make your rice twice as nice by adding your choice of spice. They've got wonderful marketing here at the Weird Religious Commune. Wild mix, mint leaves, mustard seeds, and coriander seeds. Fresh mix, mint leaves, chili powder, mustard seeds. Mild mix, jasmine leaves, coriander seeds, cumin seeds. Earth mix, jasmine leaves, chili powder, cumin seeds. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to figure out who ate what, and that's gonna tell us what was poisoned. There was something similar to this in the first game, where there was like a table setting puzzle you had to use to figure out who got poisoned with what. Anything else over here? Nope. See the sign on the wall? Ooh, we got names! We got names! Duties Rhoda. We got a day of rest here on Friday. Cooking. Dedicants Nosy, Raffelli, and Tranta. Excellent work lately. The universe will surely reward you. Boys, I expect the same output from you as any other dedicant. Raise your standards. Okay, so, boys may suggest these three are girls. Okay, so anyway, the important thing is, let's pop back over here for a second. I think that is... So, Quance is definitely a first name, because I'm not seeing a Q in the last names a lot, but I'm seeing this QR across the board here. And then, Gresto, that's another first name. So, which day was, Hold on a second. Let me check the newbie's guide. Who sets the table? Okay, so cooking duties is... Whoever has cooking duties is responsible for serving the food. That means, I know Kwanzaa was the one serving the food, so... Today is Monday, or... Like... Wait, no, last night... So today's Monday, so whoever was on GN was on cooking duties the previous day, I think. That's going to be helpful to know. Waterfall Proclamations. December 4th, 1912. First Sentinels may not accept donations. They must do away with material goods and wealth. February 13th, 1950. When a First Sentinel dies, his eldest son succeeds him. If the First Sentinel had no sons, there can be no new First Sentinel until another is chosen by the universe to fulfill the ancient prophecy. Okay, so the First Sentinel is like the chosen one from that prophecy we were looking up earlier. November 23rd, 1915. In the case of twins, there can be 2 First Sentinels. So they mentioned the last guy had twins. June 3rd, 1939. Sin is no longer to be met with punishment but compassion. Now that's a sentiment we need in more religious groups. Maybe I should stop calling them a weird cult. Like, these guys seem pretty nice. November 24th, 1940. The first true First Sentinel Nagasai, will live forever. And never mind, we're back to cult! Alright, so... Gotta have to figure out what the waterfall prophecies are. Maybe this body of water over here is something to say. Oh, that is a dead dog. With a shaved patch on its stomach for some reason. And it looks like it's been vomiting up foam. Oh wait, that's not a dog, is that a dog that looks like a goat, maybe? Whatever it is D-E-D, dead. Ooh, and we got secret stuff here. We got gin, non-open bottle even, face cream, skin cream, a knife. Ooh, lots of stuff here. Method 5. Start timer and observe effects. 6 after test, clean equipment in water. Results only took 7 minutes to reach stage 1, and another 15 for the full effect. Conclusion, the method works. Ready to proceed. Okay, so I think they were testing the poison on the goat. Whoever this is. See what else we got here. What's in the house? Got antiemetics. Avoid alcohol during usage period. Prescribed by Jolene Prenzi. Homeopathic Solution 104, Moondrift, prescribed by Rallo Krish. Which, So it's water. We've got water here. We all know what homeopathy is. Yeah, if you don't know what homeopathy is, imagine medicine made by people who don't know how medicine or chemistry or basic common sense works. It's like, calm and restore moisturizer. Ingredients: clear jojoba oil and jasmine petal paste. Keeping that in mind. But mouthwash, dang it, I cannot escape it. Toothbrush, straight razor, all useful. Tub looks like it could use de-rusting. What about in here? What do we got in here? Bucket filled with foamy vomit, always a good sign. Equipment must be washed in pure alcohol between tests to remove all contaminants. So I wonder if this has to do with the warning to clean stuff that was out there. Absolutely not. No man of his position should ever be made to suffer such an indignity, in life or in death. Ooh, this guy's got a funky symbol on his forehead. That looks important. Lemurian homeopathy. Oh, no wonder he's dead if that's what you're trying. Like cures like. Illness and hay... So, hay fever, symptom is... Sorry, need some water there. Which is functionally the same as homeopathic medicine, and I will die on that hill. But anyway, symptom, watery eyes, alternate cause of symptom, onion. So the homeopathic cure for illness is water, onion water. You see why I make fun of these guys. If a certain substance normally causes a particular symptom, a homeopathic remedy made from that substance will cure the illness that produces that same symptom. Homeopathic remedies are made by repeatedly diluting the active ingredient until not a single speck remains. Just water. Like, I don't have to try to make fun of homeopaths. It's like, that's your medicine. You're putting something that causes the thing you don't like in water, and then you're diluting it to make it more powerful somehow, and then curing it. It's... Why? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. I forgot... I went through like a blissful 5 to 10 year period where I forgot homeopathy even existed, and I didn't have... It's like... Jesus Christ. I'm gonna complain about this all stream. Okay. Page history. Provi Nagasai. Okay, we got a name for Funko McGee over here. Got little coins over his eyes and isn't breathing. Let me just throw his name up on there. Was it Provi Nagasai? I think that was it. Yeah. Known conditions: blessed with Mark of Universe, age 25, destined to live forever. Ongoing recommendations: get plenty of sun on face as a sign of respect for the fire that marked you. Which is no wonder he looks the way he does. Oh, wrong person. Gotta check on you later. Embrace rather than treat the marks with which you have been blessed. Previous appointment. Date: November 10th, 1940. Symptoms: foamy vomit. Diagnosis: solar plexus chakra blockages. Prescription: homeopathic solution 104. Notes: all followers are also affected. Some are so arrogant as to favor Western medicine. Can't imagine why. Oh, you're having erectile dysfunction. Give me a second. I'm gonna dip my dick in this water and then dilute it with water a couple times and then make you drink that. Works like a charm. Okay, so... Rallo Krish. Okay, so we got a name for Dr. Malpractice now. Jesus Christ. Fucking homeopathy. This is going to be the stream where Gavin rants about homeopathy for 20 minutes. Okay, what are you saying? What everyone here has told me is that's like the virus you all had a couple weeks ago is going around again. Surprising though, I'd have expected you all to be immune from getting it a second time. It's also strange that Mr. Nagasai succumbed to the virus, while the other two who caught it again seem to have shaken it off. We'll need a full autopsy to get to the bottom of this. Alright, so I think these other two had mentioned are his children. Okay, what do we got here? Patient history, Nagasai's. Okay, so this guy actually knows what medicine is or something. Suffered severe burns as a young man, otherwise remarkably fit and healthy. cover burn areas from direct sunlight, and moisturize each night before bed. Previous appointment, phobia, adipivirus, prescription antiemetics, fluid and rest. So that was the stuff that you're not supposed to mix with alcohol. All followers also infected. Some insist on taking Quack's medicine. Oh yeah, so they're against autopsies, which, okay, as a position, that's a bit more respectable. Okay, so this is that waterfall thing. It's like he gets... he got immersed in fire in here, and then the water falls onto him, and then he comes out of it like this or something. It's a religious ritual. Oh no, these are probably the sons, I think. What's in the... Today is my son's 25th birthday, making him the same age as I was when I fulfilled the ancient prophecy and took on this mantle. Kwanzaa is concerned that our boys are not worthy of their destinies. I must admit, I am too. Her intuition has developed impressively since she first arrived here, days before the second proclamation. She has become a fine mother. Saturday. Everything is clear now. The waterfall agrees, and the universe has provided a solution that does not contradict any past proclamations. I will reveal the message this evening. Sunday. First thing this morning, before anyone else was awake, I found that our stupid goat escaped again. Must have chewed through his rope last night while we were all asleep, as he was definitely there when everyone went to bed yesterday. Okay, so Sunday is when the goat got taken away. Like, Saturday night, I mean. Okay, so... How is this even possible after the Waterfall's proclamation just the other day? Oh, how will we go on without him? Don't you see? It's as if I've been telling everyone for over a year now. Our father never truly understood the Waterfall's proclamations. Clearly it is his spirit that will survive eternally. Now take this and pass it around outside once you're done. Should there be an autopsy? No. Okay, so this is Ori. I just throw that in there. Okay, so... Hold on. Telling for over a year now? Yeah. Okay, so he really didn't like the sin is no longer to be met with punishment one. 1 second. Wait, hold on, so if they were 25, then it's... 30, 20... Okay, so he would have made this proclamation right around when they were born, I bet. Okay, so let's see, what do we got in names? So we got O-N, so that's Ori Nagasai. I bet this guy's something Nagasai too. Who else has an N at the end of their name? Right. KPN, so that's K, so I'm gonna bet Koi. Sorry, excuse me, belched a little bit. And the antiemetics were prescribed by Jolene Prenzy. Let's throw her on there. So who's that leave for the others? Give me a second here. Okay, so we got Kwanzaa R. What do we got that's for an R last name? It was like an accident clicked out. No, Rollo Krish. We got Raffelli. And then Resto is GN. I don't think that's... I don't think he's a Nagasai, so... I bet Nosy. Oh, boys, I expect the same outfit. Nosy, Raffelli, and Tranta. So Tranta is A, so that's Ania. Yes! Victory! Got the names fast? Okay, so... What do we got here? Let's see here. Newcomer's Handbook. So the longer someone's been here, the closer to the first Sentinel's end they're allowed to fit. So which end... I assume... Because it was like going... in the book, it was going like top to bottom. It seems to be lined up along this side of the table. I wonder if it's... let's see. Well, let's see if we can remember what orders they've got. So the first Sentinel is, like, the oldest. We have, like... trying to see what he got on. So his sons have been here for 25 years, so that's a tie. So that's probably why they're. We can probably assume they're here. Hold on, there was something about what year people got here. So he's been a scribe for him for 28 years. So we know, I think this is the first Sentinel side of the table, because, like, if this is him, then these guys would be tied at 25, but he would be at, there would be no room for the guy who's at 28. I think he's here, they're tied here somehow. I think so, 2 25s out of 28. We just need to figure out which side of the table each we're sitting on. Do you have anything here we got to check? It's moisturizer. I just went in there. Hold on, so... Sunday night, who was cooking? Gresto Nosy. That's odd. Let me check. Do we have any reports of, like, what day it is? What do we got out here? Any screams in this area stuff, razor. Lots of important stuff, so someone was testing something out here and buried this. And like the dead fish too. Someone shaved a patch of fur off of a goat. I wonder what that's for. Maybe it's... Hold on a second. Let me just double check something here. I was like, wondering, did they actually make, like, homeopathic goat murder poison? Does homeopathy work in this universe? Because I'm going to be really fucking mad if homeopathy works in this universe. Gardening duty says during the evening you may rest. So let me see if there's any notes about who was resting last evening. Hold on. Last evening, assuming that my theory is correct, and it was like Sunday was the last evening, that would mean Ori Nagasai was gardening. I wonder if I could figure that out. Anyway, I swear there was something else here. There was someone who had, like, something else to say about when they joined. I'm trying to remember. I swear there was something, like some note somewhere. I swear, am I stupid? I swear there was something. Oh, yep. So Kwanzaa arrived here days before the Second Proclamation. So she's been here since 1915. So she's been here slightly before the boys. Like, just slightly before 25 years. And then, wait, hold on. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So yeah, I was like, just kind of... There's like 10 months-ish between these two, so I'm wondering if... I'm pretty sure she's the mom, right? Kwanzaa's the mom. Okay. Okay, so... That's what I was missing. So, let's look at this. Let's assume these two are here, so that would mean Kwanzaa would have to be here. Then, I mean, this 28 guy would be here. Who's this one again? Let me just check. Was there a note about... I feel like we've got 2 other people, but we've got... Wait, no. It would have to be her, right? The question is... I think it could be either arrangement of these, right? Okay, guess so. Okay, so which recipes caused sickness and which didn't? Let me move this around quick. Get into mystery causing here. So, we know, obviously, the wild mix caused getting sick. Then, but so did the, fresh mix that this guy got. So it was, like, these two who were, quote-unquote, close. Wait, no, it wasn't the fresh mix. Yeah, so... That's odd. The wild mix, the fresh mix... Wait, hold on. That is odd here. It was him. Kwanzaa didn't get sick. It was these two who got sick. It's like, because she ate the wild mix and she was fine. So that's... something's weird is going on here. At the very least, we know the earth mix was fine. He got sick, so he's... like the wild mix... So those all cause, like, some degree of sickness. And she got the wild mix, and yet... So, see, so what do we got that these three have in common that isn't in here? Can't be chili, because that's in both of these. Can't be jasmine, chili, or cumin, because we know whoever ate the earth mix didn't get sick. So... Wait, hold on. Right, yeah, she got sick, so... Oh. Or wait, what... Alternatively, what if the wild mix wasn't poisoned and she poisoned him elsewhere and made it, like, look less suspicious? They gave these two a case of light poisoning, and he got a case of, like, the real deal. So, in that case... thing is, it's like, I don't think there's any ingredient in common between all of these. 3. So if it's just the mild mix of the fresh mix, let's say, that would mean jasmine, coriander, cumin, mint, chili, mustard. Well, that can't be right then. There's nothing in common between those two. No, wait, there is something in common between those two. These are the only two that use ground ingredients. It was the mortar and pestle that's contaminated. So the goat died because someone ground something into a something using the mortar and pestle, and then put it on something the chief had. Moondrift, I think, so. Whatever Moondrift is. I think Moondrift is whatever the poison is sourced from. What's this, what did this guy say, what it was? Andipivirus? Moondrift into a paste using the mortar and pestle, and put it on something. Hold on a second. What would they have put it on, though? That's what's confusing me. Oh, they shaved something off the goat's belly. They had to chunk off the goat's belly for some reason. No, what did they... They put it on the ghost's stomach, I think. There we go. That's why they shaved off the part of it. It was a topical poison, not a... The question is, then, where did they put it? They put it in the moisturizer, didn't they? That would be the thing that makes the most sense. So, what do we got then? So... What was his name again? Ravi Nagasai? So he died of... Moondrift poisoning. Because someone put Moondrift paste in the moisturizer. Genius. I am a fucking genius. Ooh, we got 3 viewers in chat. We're actually doing pretty good. Howdy ho, everyone. My name is Gavin. Not sure if there's any new faces here or not, but if there are, be sure to drop into the Discord, linked in the About section, and of the Twitch, and or just give me a follow on Blue Sky, which is right up on screen. Okay, so on Saturday, it was like Pravi, I keep forgetting that. Pravi Nagasai announced that he would live forever. Later, while on something duty, which one is it? What would it be? So someone, let's figure that out in a second, took a goat to the... Sorry, a little bit of a burp there. Someone took a goat to the, where was it? To the pond for a test. After it was done, they... They washed the mortar and pestle in the pond, but not with alcohol. Therefore, when the mortar and pestle was used to prepare Sunday's dinner, it made people sick. That night, Pravi Nagasai used the moisturizer, leading to his death. So, question is, what are the duties again? Gardening duties. What's the thing about the... Okay, so it's still there when everyone went to bed, so it's got to be overnight watch. Who was on overnight watch Saturday? KN. That's, let me just double check my names here. Koi Nagasai. Let me just double check that. KN on overnight watch. And he was on overnight watch duty. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know, my tummy's been rumbling today. Hope that hasn't been coming through on the mic, and I apologize if it has. 2 weeks before the first Sentinel's death, Rallo Krish prescribed a homeopathic moondrift solution to treat the NDP virus and its main symptom, foamy vomit. Koi theorized that according to the principles of homeopathy, the moondrift flower should therefore cause foamy vomit. He wondered if it could be used as a topical poison to kill his father without arousing suspicion, and set about his test. Clever, clever. Oh yeah, let's double check, what was that? After the inferno, only one shall rise. You're listening to MU Today with me, Girali Poma. Our top story this morning: the king has announced plans to step down from royal duties, following mounting pressure from the clergy and public. In a statement, Takor Palace said King Orant would relinquish power to his son, Prince Lutri, in an official ceremony on Wednesday. This announcement follows days of unrest in which crowds have taken to the streets to protest the king's recent solstice speech, which centered around plans to westernize Lemuria. Oh yeah, no one's going to be a fan of that. Also, let me just, what's the king's name again? One second, let me just check my names here real quick. So, Lutri is the king who died here, so I think the previous king stepped down before him. Here, down here. Ascension. A secret is unearthed at Koi's temple. Koi was the murder guy, right? I've already forgotten his name. So I see we're forgetting the no material professions thing. Or professions. Possessions. Why can't I say possessions today? Okay, so, yep, this is, all, Last Sky, Nagasai's proclamations. I am bad at names today. Okay, New Guy's proclamations, so let me just check. Yep, right after the last one. Sincere gifts are to be distinguished from donations. First Sentinels may permit the former. A First Sentinel need only relinquish all material possessions and wealth once in his lifetime. From then onward, he may keep whatever the universe bestows upon him, provided it is for the benefit of all. First Sentinel Pravi Nagasai will live forever through his favorite son, Koi. First Sentinel Koi Nagasai must spread his love to his female followers, who are to embrace this honor. Yep, here comes the... Yep. This is why you can't have a good cult. Laugh, I guess. Lemurian something something, probably. Same logo on all the equipment. Yep. What about these fellas? They look like they're having a fruitful conversation. See all those planters down there? They're going on the stairs, a row on each side. That's your job for this afternoon. You can carry on with the roof ones tomorrow. Foreman, I need to borrow Betsy again. Treat your boys to lunch at the new pub in town today. On me. Take your time. Keep the change, Koi. Yeah. Sounds like, not great things for Betsy. Flower pots on stairs. I'm on it. Leftovers and a foil swan. 1 second. I think I feel a sneeze coming on. Let's keep going for now. That's it. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. This was a face from the last chapter. I have already forgotten who looked like what. I am terminally face blind. That's not going to go well for whoever this is. No particular reason, I'm going to pop back over here. Whose face was that? It was one of these two, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was this guy. Same weird facial movements, kind of funny eyebrows. That's, Resto Nosy. Who looks like he's about to be a little too nosy for his own good, if you catch my drift. I'm funny. Please laugh. But yeah, gotta keep an eye on this drawing. There's some sort of discrepancy there going on with something. There's like windows along here. Let's head on inside. Oh, there's a timer thing. Yep, I bet Gresto is gonna be not feeling so well round about this time. Round about 8 o'clock. Got a fire extinguisher. And a fire plan. Ooh, someone's being all floaty-floaty. How's he doing that? Incredible. Oh, this is like Tessa Navari before she got all like old and small. I thought she looked kind of familiar. Yeah, for those of you who weren't there for the original Rise of the Golden Idol streams, when we played through the main game, this was like kind of a secondary antagonist who tried to start a cult with like by rebuilding the Golden Idol, and then it just didn't work out for her, but she wound up like fucking things up for other worse villains in the end while trying to do her own thing. Tessa Navari, meaning naive one, which tracks, honestly. So they're adding out new names here, and he seems to be picking exclusively women for his cult. Noticing some trends here. Very uncomfortable squicky trends. Unbelievable, this changes everything. Sarita Shona, meaning independent one. Amazing, what an honor it is to witness this. Nali Zarati, meaning coddled one. Astonishing, his mind and body must be in perfect sync with the universe. Fess Verlocki, meaning wise one. Can we note down some of these names? Okay, so no, these are like also known as. So we gotta figure out their real names somehow. We got a golden idol, not the golden idol, a different one presumably. Very different shape. Slightly concerned about the flared base. You ever see that TikTok of like the work safety guy who just like kind of has a camera zoom on it and goes just no, whenever certain objects of certain shapes are depicted? That's what I'm thinking here. That is a concerning shape. I mean, at least it does have a flared base, but sounds of chanting and drumming are blasting from the speakers. What? The renovations cut into the budget, Koi. Like, couldn't you afford a real band anymore, Koi? Bitch-ass fish-named motherfucker. Oh, he's getting up there in years. Congratulations, Dedicants. Today you will all progress to level 9, granting you access to some of Lemuria's most ancient knowledge. Yeah, you always know a religion is legit when it has levels. The process will begin with a demonstration. While in a deep trance, I will activate this ancient relic with my mind, and you shall witness its miraculous powers. Tell no one what you see, for they are not yet ready. Afterwards, you will renounce your old life and embrace your new name which the universe has chosen for you. Let us begin. Ooh, someone's got some very fancy car keys. I don't know what all of these are, but they all look very fancy. Should probably keep those logos in mind, though. Not enough here today to make any assumptions, though, so let's fast forward to a little later in the evening. Okay, so they filled out the planters along the staircase. Give me a second here. Yep. On the stairs, a row on each side. This is closed off. Let's pop our nose over here. Encyclopedias: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V is missing. Oh, hold on. Diaries, volumes 1 to 10. I'm noticing a very suspicious color on that V. I think someone stole one of his diaries. Still got that fire plan here, so we know we're in a different room now. Got our fancy idol with a concerning shape. Ori's camp? That snake. Say it's freezing in here. You mind if I close the window? Being so perceptive, I expect you already know that our comrade has sadly left for Ori's camp. Never struck me as the type, to be honest, so there's dueling cults here, probably. Wait, he's missing a key, isn't he? Oh, he did not like this diagram. Helen Martin, desperate to shake Mommy and Daddy's little princess image, responds to flattery. Lizzie Young, strong thirst for knowledge, liable to stop donating if she thinks she's learned everything. Nina Lavelle, fears appearing foolish, easy to manipulate through validation. Maggie Carter, wants to prove she can handle herself, seeks to impress when subtly undermined. Let's look at our names here. Okay, so... 1 second. So I'm thinking this is Helen Martin, because, like, he's saying she's... Oh, no, you're definitely not, like, clinging to your rich parents' coattails or whatever. You're independent, you're strong, you're excellent. Lizzie Young, liable to stop donating if she thinks she's learned everything, so not wise one. Probably not coddle one. I think that's Tessa Navari. That's our naive one. Nina Lavelle, fears appearing foolish and easy to manipulate for validation, so that's obviously, like, wise one. Then Maggie Carter, coddle one, wants to prove she can handle herself and seeks to impress when subtly undermined. So I'm thinking that's... Yeah, that's got to be Nolly Zarati. Okay, so, I know this is almost definitely Koi Nagasai. And Ori is somewhere else. I assume he's saying, oh yeah, that, guy who was confronting me about something earlier, he went off to the other guy's camp. Don't ask where he is. There's a dead bird in a cage. The cloth over it. Man's got the dogs out. But hold on, did we miss something here? Oh, the second page. Resto Nosy. Father strives since beginning. Strong believer. Good to have an inner circle, just don't let him overstep his bounds. I've been showing signs of doubt lately, keep an eye on him. Jamati Pira. Reliable ever since he showed up here. Had the opportunity to turn on me early on, but proved his loyalty and worth that day. Not too bright, but a useful servant. Does as told, no questions asked. Okay, so we gotta keep an eye out for Jamati Pira. In the meantime, let's put Resto Nosy down here. Still got one more person to find. What we got on the clipboard here? Furniture expenses. 1 birdcage cover, spring range. 1 runner rug, autumn range, and 1 runner rug, spring range. So I think we're missing a runner rug over here that need to be used for something, possibly for hiding something down here. Let's check what's in the garage here. Yep. That's a question answered right there. Someone did not like finding his reputation. Once this is done, I can finally rest. So he's got the key to the car now here. You'll need this when you get there. Dispose of this note when you're done. Okay. So he's got the diary. JP has permission to leave the compound walls until 11 p.m. Signed, Koi Nagasai. So who's JP? This is Jamadi Pira, I think we can safely say. What else he got on? Last night I was once again haunted by my dark secret in my sleep. But this recurring nightmare never ceased. As so often before, my father's spectre entered my room when darkness fell. He lifted a finger to his lips and whispered, "You will pay for what you did to me, a life for a life." So I think he's disposing of this book, or possibly working for someone else. EECK. We got some Bellator, Laurus. Got some stuff here. We still need to figure out, I think. Let's see if we can figure out what this like discrepancy or something. Hold on a second. Let me see where these rooms are in relation to each other. So he's got his back up against the garage here. Can't get into the garage at this time of day. Then that means there's like something being held over here. Like a code of some sort that this guy's got on him. I think this is the key to this thing. It looks like there's something missing from here. But this is like one of those old crank-start cars. Let's see if we can figure out what we've got based on the notes. So, give me a second here. Yeah, there's a second forklift here, and then there's one missing. Yeah, the forklift's missing back then, but also this dump truck's missing. Sorry, my stomach keeps growling. I'm trying to stop it from slipping onto the stream audio. Not sure how well I'm doing. Not sure why it's growling. I just had dinner. Okay, so I think, yeah, he was being lifted by a forklift. So, what was it? Mr. Nosy discovered that, Koi Nagasai was being lifted by a forklift. Oh wait, no, he found the book, I think. Or was he? Or in a secret room? Let me just see this here. Hold on. What was his note again? It was like... Sorry, excuse me. Yes, so... like 4 rugs here. And this rug back here. Sorry. Let's see. So... yeah, so I think he's being lifted. Yeah, like, give me a second here. Yeah, I think sometimes you can kind of hear the forklift behind him. But yeah, I think he's like measuring the diameter of the house or something. Let me see here. here. Hold on a second. Where was the note about Monty Pira did something to prove his loyalty and worth. Give me a second here. Okay, so I think Koi Nagasai. First, hold on a second. There's a dent in the fire extinguisher. And the bird is dead. I bet he opened the window to get rid of the fire extinguisher fuse. So he's like, I think he struck or what's his face? Resto Nosy with a fire extinguisher. Then Koi Nagasai I think he... Wait, hold on. Not with a wine ball. He struck him with something. No change in shape of the idol, it doesn't look like. What did he strike him with? So, there's something I'm missing here. We still need to figure out what this code is. And why does he have the book? I guess he's disposing of it. So I think Koi Nagasai ordered that the body be disposed of by Jamati Pira. Just need to figure out the specifics of the murder. I think he got sprayed with the fire extinguisher, possibly. Like, blasted with it. Not sure. Anything over here? Yeah, the pressure gauge... Hold on a second. Yeah, so that's... The fire extinguisher is empty. So... One thing I'm not sure of is if it was the motivation. If he discovered he was being lifted by the forklift, or if he discovered that he was being haunted by, or by a secret and a recurring nightmare. Like, did he find the diary, or did he... Like, the diagram seems to suggest that he found the forklift. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I see it now. That's the discrepancy you saw about. He found the secret room. There's 4 windows here, and then a 5th window on the outside. So. Question is, did he strike him first or blast him first? Excuse me. So... the keys to the UB, the BK. I'm not sure what those things are. Oh, Betsy's the forklift, not a woman. Okay, so that makes one thing better, at least. Someone got leftovers. Fuck you, B. Check his keys again. He's missing a key in this one. Okay, gave him the other key. So, what do we got here on him? Got the diary to dispose of, just to be safe. BK. I think there's some sort of like mirror code going on here. Hold on. JP. And some sort of code going on there. Gotta figure that out at some point. This is a mech, I guess. Question is, did he like move the body somehow or like out the window? What did he do here? The bird is dead. That's got to be relevant somehow, right? And think what else we've got that could potentially be an issue here. So, did he strike? I'm just gonna say he blasted him with the fire. He struck him with the fire extinguisher, then blasted him with the fire extinguisher. That was the, Okay, so did I just swap these two then? Yep, okay, so it really was just as simple as the fire extinguisher. I was not sure if there were more clues I was missing or if I was just supposed to make an educated guess. When Gresto revealed that he had figured out how Koi's levitation trick worked, Koi feared Gresto might expose him as a fraud. Oh right, he was asthmatic. Knowing Resto to be asthmatic, Koi blasted him in the face with carbon dioxide, killing his own pet bird in the crossfire. With Resto debilitated and gasping for air, Koi bludgeoned him over the head with a heavy fire extinguisher, killing him instantly. Yeah, that's on me. It makes more sense he would blast him first. My father has brought... Noble citizens of Lemuria, my father has brought great shame on the Manzek family. I assure you, my vision for this fine country bears no relation to his. To demonstrate my commitment to our ancient traditions, my first act as king shall be to appoint none other than First Sentinel Pravi Nagasai, he who has fulfilled the ancient prophecy, to the position of Royal Spiritual Advisor. In this role, First Sentinel Nagasai shall have access to me in a way few others are permitted. Twice a year, before each solstice, he shall meet with me privately to help shape the path I lay out for our nation over the following period. From this day forth, no monarch shall be without his or her spiritual advisor, always the first sentinel of the day. Let us never forget our spiritual root, for we are not Westerners, but proud Lemurians. Okay, so the previous king made some sort of deal with Pravi. And, okay, so we're getting Ori's little haunting message here. Yes, Blessed One, I have heard your words and recorded them faithfully. I will relay them to my dedicants immediately. By your command, it shall be done on the day you give me. Oh, not Koi. I was thinking of Koi. No, Ori, the other one who started his own thing. So we've got, like, a little waterfall code here that I'm not sure what it means. We're gonna have to figure that out in a bit. There's, like, a little house symbol here. First Sentinels only. 1594 is the code. So, we've got symbols here that we gotta figure out. And nothing much we can do at the waterfall else at this time, so let's head to this cave. So ends today's reading of the scripture. Now prepare yourselves, for First Sentinel Ori shall soon return, bearing the waterfall's defiant proclamation. Okay, so it is a religious schism. Until that blessed moment, let us pray that the wisdom our master brings will illuminate our path and strengthen our faith. Pravi, the temple fire, and the waterfall. Okay, so we've got symbols here that mean something. Gotta keep an eye on this. Oh yeah, some of these are giving vibes of old Lemurian symbols. We're gonna have to translate a lot here. But for now, let's just get what info we can. I can't wait to hear what the waterfall has told Master Ori. I wish I could hear its voice too. We're so lucky to serve the one true chosen leader. How could such a perfect figure be brothers with that blasphemous fool Koi? Ooh, we got symbols now. You must help your mother. Lion did hinder his mother. Waterfall did kill Lion. Tortoise did help his mother. Waterfall did reward Tortoise. 1 second. Okay, so... I think this, the line means something here, but I don't think it means read in some direction or other. I think it changes the meaning of the verb. Or does it? No, it's like, you, your mother, help. Lion, mother, hinder. Waterfall, kill lion. Tortoise, water. Right, now that doesn't work, because the middle one is supposed to be the thing that's the object of the sentence here. Then that would mean... Okay, so I think we could find some words in common here, so let's move some stuff around here. Not this. Like, do we have symbols here? Nope. Let's come back to this in a second. But yeah, these guys are creepy looking. Anyway, there's one last thing to check down here. Ooh, we got another monument here. We gotta figure out. Okay, I think... Let me check the book here. Let's see. So we've got I think seems so. This straight line seems to be must, and then this one seems to be did. So I think this means you. This seems to mean help, because it's in everything with help. You help. This means mother. And this means this seems to say mother as well, but it's a different word for it. So I think maybe this is incorrectly translated or something, I don't know. Because there's like 3 different words for mother here. But, at the very minimum, I think... So, I think we at least assume this is must. Okay, hold on. How do we tell between must and must not? Okay. Oh, wait, no, there's a dot over some of these words, I think. Okay, so I think this means help. Oh, I see. So this is help, help, and then hinder is the opposite of help, so not help. So a dot over it means opposite. So. So I'm still getting the vibe that all these are must, but see if we can find what I think. But this means kill, but I think this in the middle means kill, so I guess this means not kill. Resurrect, maybe. That would be the opposite of kill. Let's come back to this in a minute. Hold on, what all we got here? Wait, no, I think we got that. And that's probably resurrect. Let's see here. So what are these symbols seem to correspond to things. Like the burn marks seem to correspond to Provi. Give me a second here. Let's take the monument out of the equation. Yeah, I think the knot symbol kind of represents Provi. That there's a square symbol on Ori's head, wasn't there? So there's a triangle and a house. The temple fire and the waterfall. Okay, so give me a second here. So I think this is where the fire was supposed to be, that had like the... Where's that over? So I think square means, let me just go back and check something here quickly. This guy had what's his face had a triangle on his head, didn't he? Yeah, so triangle means koi. Case. I'm gonna say that means brother. That means Temple? Nope, guess not. Let me just fool around here a bit. Nope. Something's definitely wrong here. Probably Ori, I think. Let me just try something here. Nope, didn't think so. Fire, maybe? Nope. Yeah, there's something wrong here. I just don't seem to know what it is. Let me check what I've got over here. Sorry, I keep belching for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so look at some of the context clues. I'm going to say, I think actually a dot over the verb means must not, and a line means the opposite of the verb. So this is must not. And then this is must resurrect something. The thing Ori is square, we know that much. What does the waterfall mean again? Reward. Ori must punish. Okay, these symbols kind of look like devil horns. So I'm going to... Wait, hold on. Am I missing something down here? There's the problem. Let's see. The first proclamation had something to do with sinners. I'm sure the second one was about dedicants and their money. The third mentioned not endangering someone. The fourth involved not leaving. And the fifth mentioned a virus. No. I'm going to miss Master Ori's grand revelation if I can't figure these out soon. His words shape our very purpose. So, must not endanger something. What did he have to say? Yeah, I missed him, so that was the problem. That's what I was missing. Yep, okay, so yeah, that was the problem. I was just missing Koi's name. I thought I had all the words for some reason. Okay, so probably Ori Koi. That's going to make some of this a lot easier. But now, at the very least, this means a temple. I think we assume this means inside temple, because that's what's going on here. Pravi did. And something inside temple. What do we got here? Oh, wait, no, in here. I think pray inside temple. Fire did burn inside temple. I think we can guess from the pictograms. I'm sorry. So, someone did not. Someone did not burn. Fire. The dot means did not, I think. Wait, no, maybe I've got it backwards. Give me a second here. Or maybe it's did extinguish fire. Give me a second here. What are the words here? Waterfall. Yep, so we know that's waterfall. Then, assume we're making the same educated guesses here. Fire did Oh yeah, that's burn if it's used as a verb. Fire did burn Provi. That's Provi again down there. Fire did not kill Provi. Okay, so we had it backwards. The dot means invert the did. Dot means invert the verb. The dot. Oh, sorry, I keep hiccuping. I don't know what's going on with my gut today. And then the line means reverse the did not. Let me just check down here again. Yeah, I think I got that backwards somehow. Dot over it means reverse. That means monument. Ori must punish. Yeah, I don't know why I got the line backwards. Yes, punish versus. It just yeah, because this means reward, so inverted it means punish. But this means must not do something. This also means must not. And what did this guy down here have to say? Must punish sinners, I think that means. Or he must punish sinners. It's about dedicants and their money. Hold on a sec. Gospel was burn. Dedicants' money, I guess. Apparently not a fan of dedicants' money. Must not endanger Ori something. Fourth and must not. That means leave, I guess. Must not leave Ori's temple, because it's got the square in the temple. I think that's dedicants. Assume these are all dedicants. And then something must not. What was it again? The opposite kill. Something must not kill Ori. It's like, that was what was in the gospel, right? So, must not kill. Yeah, that line means must, right? Yep, so. Question is, what's this link thing? A virus. Okay, virus must not kill Ori. There we go. Ori must punish sinners. Dedicants must burn their money. Dedicants must not endanger Ori. Dedicants must not leave the temple. And the virus must not kill Ori. Whatever the virus is. That's going to be tricky to figure out, isn't it? Okay, so. Now all that's left is the waterfall. Just move this guy out of the way. So, what do we got here? So we know, let's plug in virus. Hold on a second. So we know that's did not. It's got the wiggly line and then the line. And that's did. Let's plug in the verb. So, must. Must not. Then this wiggly line pointing this way is the only one we haven't seen yet. So we say that's will. Wait, no, this is will not. I missed the line at the bottom. So we got that. There's not. Did not. kill, and then whatever this is. I think that means your father. Or your mother, possibly. Because, like, that seems to be... Hold on, what was the, There's, like, 3 different words showing for, That's your mother, his mother, versus... So this thing at the bottom indicates whose mother. So that would be... your mother, I think. I think that means your brother. I think that's like genealogy. Like, it's like a family tree kind of diagram thing. Like, it got the little line above father, and then this one means mother, so I think that means mother. So, wait, hold on, let me check something here. Oh, wait, no, this means... If the line's over it, it means mother, so this means father. Yeah, I thought it was weird, because I didn't think his mother was dead. Father? So, then, your brother did kill your father. Which is weird. The little pigtails means the guy. So, or no, maybe it's like the line over the family member indicates which one. So, your brother did kill your father. You must... Opposite of leave, I think. That was like on the monument. This is leave, so with the dot over it, it's not leave. It's the opposite of leave, which is enter... your temple. Oh, it's Koi's temple, because it's the triangle. Koi must enter Koi's temple. We know that one with, like, the... That looks like kind of... That's like your dedicants. That, like, the circles are dedicants. Must burn Koi's temple. Koi's dedicants must burn Koi's temple. Fire will not burn you. Waterfall, I think that is, where's Waterfall again? Waterfall will, if that's, give me a second here. Monument, so on the monument, this with the dot over it is in danger, so without the dot it's the opposite, which means it's protect. Waterfall will protect you. Then, fire will kill your brother, I think. Yay, we're deducing languages. We are... That was a lot of fun. Alright, looks like... I think we've only got one scenario to go, so we might actually finish this by the end... Before the end of the 3rd hour. Ori received a message from the Waterfall that revealed Koi's dark secret and instructed him to see that both brothers took part in a deadly ordeal. Blasphemers brought to justice. A pair of magicians who spread malicious lies about the blessed Waterfall have been executed under new blasphemy laws. At a public cinema screening yesterday, husband and wife Shostai and Don Benizia Kai were overheard questioning the veracity of the miracle to save Pravi Nagasi. Today, both were found guilty of spreading misinformation before being swiftly beheaded. The ruling and sentencing were given by His Majesty King Lutri Mansek, with guidance from his spiritual advisors, First Sentinels Koi and Ori and Augustine. King Lutri's public approval ratings are at an all-time high, thanks largely to his firm religious stance, due polling suggests. Okay, so very much a theocracy going on. Did we know these people? I can't remember. Let me double check. I think some of those names ring a bell. You know, 1 second. Check some. Oh wait, no, it can't be here because it was before he was. It happened before this guy was dead. Let me just check names here. Justy. Then were there any? That face looked kind of familiar. Let me just check here. Okay, no, it was just two random people. So let's. And we've gotten everything here. So where does that leave us? Here, this last one. The Burning Temple. Blaze of glory. A victor rises from the ashes. Let's see who won out here. Looks like not many people won out. Someone got chained up and squished and had symbols burned. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to grab the handle and it burned them a bunch of times. There's a secret passage here. There's a belt missing. Spiritual and elegant. First Sentinel, Koi Nagasai says, asceticism need be austere. Oh, he's in a magazine and everything. Like, this guy's just full-on televangelist mode. Famous symbol of Koi. Palladium necklace. Palladium jewelry is more expensive than platinum because it's harder to make. Hand-woven mantle decorated with traditional Lemurian pattern. Black pearl placement originally belonged to Lincoln Raja family. The garment was custom made in Luis Bernard Fashion House. 7-headed serpent tattoo circling palm and back of right hand. Donate to Koi's charitable foundation and get one as a sign of your generosity. Model 40823 Platinum watch from Brott Simon's latest collection. Something's going on here. I think they nearly left you in there. You're coming with me. So that's how she got the idea of rebuilding the idol. Okay, so these were the old proclamations, and of course the new ones down there. This experience has given me a whole new perspective on life. As such, my first act will be to put an end to donations and punishment. After that, I would like to live out the rest of my days in solitude, though I will always be with you in spirit. Okay, so the vibe I'm already getting from this is, what was his name? Ori? Yeah, Ori. I think he came out of it and was posing as Koi, possibly. Hang on, Manny, I'm still struggling to keep up with the victory speech, and before that started I didn't have time to finish the minute. My fingers are going to fall off at this rate. So we've got a government badge here? Please bear with me. I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but I'll do my best to recount everything. This morning, as I prayed in the study, I entered a deep trance and lost all sense of time and space. When my consciousness returned to this earthly plane, I found myself surrounded by fire and smoke. Yet I felt no pain. Instead, I heard the voice of our beloved waterfall. It said, "Fear not, child of the universe, for this is your destiny." This experience has given me a whole new perspective on life. As such, what was it? He was talking. As such, my first act will be... Yep, so it's him talking. He's taking the notes of what he said. The Master of Ceremonies called the Triad to order. Zira, Legstoy, and Nali Zaratis searched the participants, shackled them together inside the prayer hall, and returned the keys to the Master of Ceremonies. Kwanzaa Rafeli and Testa Navari ensured all exits were locked, as well as blocked by at least one follower from each camp. The king's soldiers also assumed their positions. Ania Tranta and Festralaki handed out Molotov cocktails to all followers from both camps until they were thrown through every window in unison. Fire was allowed to rage for several hours until it finally declared down by itself. Victor declared as... We got fire extinguishers. How can this be? We cannot deny the blessed waterfall's choice. It's truly a miracle. If he's got a government badge, he's got some keys. First Sentinel Ori Nagasai has challenged his brother, First Sentinel Koi Nagasai, to trial by ordeal. Koi has accepted the challenge. Both men will be locked inside Koi's temple, shackled to one another at the hands and feet. The building will be set ablaze by their dedicants, who will guard all possible exits, alongside soldiers from King Lutri Manzek's royal army. The blessed waterfall will surely protect he who is worthy of his position, leaving he who is undeserving to perish. Prior to today's trial, Ori and Koi Nagasai chose their respective overseers as follows. So, the restraints were handled by Zero Legstoy and Jamati Pira. The exit way was handled by Kwanzaa Rafeli and Tessa Nafari, both guarding them, and the ignitions were covered by Ania Tranta and Fesraloki. I don't think we've seen him yet, but... So, restraints overseers to secure shackles, exit overseers to ensure all exits blocked, ignition overseers to start fire. So I think someone had something planned with the cuffs. Scribe, take down this message discreetly and have it delivered to King Lutri at once. Your Highness, I regret to inform you that today's trial has not gone to plan. Our insider could not be found this morning, but we saw no way to halt proceedings without arousing suspicion. Now the trial has ended. The spectators have accepted their new sole First Sentinel. The Royal Council has reviewed First Sentinel Ori Nagasai's challenge to his brother Koi. Several council members initially raised concerns about the possibility of Ori becoming the sole First Sentinel should Koi perish. Without Koi's limiting influence, they argued, Ori's unpredictable nature could render him difficult to control. As First Sentinels are among the few afforded the privilege of holding private council with His Majesty, maintaining stability in this role is paramount. The favorite party was contacted discreetly to confirm that he had a plan to ensure his survival. His plan satisfies our conditions, and his accomplice has passed our clearance checks. We have provided the spare for handover. Therefore, His Majesty King Lutri Manzek has authorized the trial by ordeal. Copy of Brother's correspondence provided by Koi. You always were a few rungs short of a full ladder. Why on earth would I accept such a challenge? Get stuck. So, you admit you could not possibly win, then you should renounce your title, or have you no shame whatsoever? I've changed my mind. I now realize there is no chance of me losing, so why shouldn't I take this opportunity to double my following? Before long, I'll be living better than ever, off your dedicants' donations. What a pity you won't be around to see it. That settles it. My dedicants and I will show up at your temple on the date given to me by the waterfall. You will receive no advance notice. I don't want you preparing any of your tricks. Even the palace will not know when the trial is to take place until I inform them on the day itself. So dramatic. Fine, I'll be here, ready and waiting. So, something went wrong some way. So, is there anything we haven't clicked on yet? Got this going on here, we got this down here. Yeah, we're missing something somewhere. Still spots we haven't uncovered. Let's focus on events first. So, Ori Nagasai challenged Koi Nagasai to a trial by an ordeal. Koi accepted, thinking he could win if he... Wait, hold on. Let me double check something here. Now, who was it? Who was on charge of the... Kwanzaa, Rafeli, and Tessa Navari, Locke... Zira and Nolly did that. And so, who had the keys? So, someone smuggled him a key. He received a key from... Who was it again who gave it to him? I don't think we can test... So I think this guy's one of the people given the keys. Probably. I don't. It doesn't look like Jamada Pira. I wonder if it was like one of the others. So he received a key from someone. Probably Jamaki Pira. Jamadi Pira, because that's his, like, inside man. I think he would win if he received a key from Jamadi Pira. Wait, hold on. The bunker. There's a belt down here that burned. Then, got like a little magazine down here. Okay. Let's see here. So. Oh. Oh no, I thought it was... I got confused by the way the sentence was going. I think he received a key from Jamadi Pira, inside man, presumably, unlocked his shackles with it, and then entered a bunker. But before proceedings began, someone stole the key. Someone locked the bunker with a belt. As a result, only Ori survived, I think. Hold on a second. How are they supposed to be tied up again? They're supposed to be, like, tied to each other. So, their insider could not be found this morning. So, that's odd, because this stuff is written as, like, it was, this stuff's written like, what was it? I think it's, like, this is written like it's Koi that's talking. Because he was talking about praying in the study this morning and having a new perspective on life, which presumably led him to change his opinion on something. So, just take a look here at the bunker. There's a belt that was burned here. And then, what's Tessa doing? Question is, hold on a second. It doesn't seem to have... Oh no, he got the key somehow. So I'm not sure this is right, but I think someone, someone entered the bunker and then locked it with a belt. I think maybe it was Ori. Nope. Let me check this again. Who was in charge of what roles? I think I might have one idea here. Oh, who was in charge of the, Sorry, why did I keep looking at that? It would have been the person in charge of restraining them who would have slipped him the key, I think. So that would be... Yeah, it would be Jamada Pira. So... question is then, who entered the bunker? Who's... missing a belt or something? And then, if no one could get into the bunker, then how did Ori survive? Tessa, maybe? Yeah, no, didn't think so. So, we know who entered the bunker. Hold on a second. Let me double check one thing here. So it's on the back of the right hand, so we can't really see who won from that. Wait, no, that's the right hand, so if it is... Koi survived somehow. Nope. It is... Okay, so just tested that as a joke, but yeah, we know at the very least Jamati Pira is locked in, and there's two things wrong here. So, survive. Something's going on with these. So we've got at least two wrong beside this. But yeah, I think Koi survived, but someone else entered the bunker. And what am I doing here? Then, okay, so there's like an inside man here who went missing. Who's missing here? Yeah, they handed over the key, the spare key to him. Something went wrong with it, though. And, let's go back through all these documents again. I think either Kwanzaa or Tessa checked the exits, maybe. But it was either... No, it was Zero and Nolly who searched inside the prayer hall. Hold on. What was I looking at again? Okay, so it was Zira, Legstoy, and Nolly Serati who shackled them. Was that... Give me a second here. Let me double check the documents. Okay, so Jamati replaced... Jamati was supposed to be the one chosen, but it was replaced. Something's going on here. Boy survived. Give me a second here. Let me just throw something down here. Okay, no, so... Jamati is correct. And, like, let me throw something down here. Nope. That doesn't affect it. So I think... What if it's, He wanted a key from Jamati Pira. Before he survived, I'm thinking something's going on here. Okay, so... Let's see here. Original plan was Jamati was going to be the one handling giving him a key. But according to the minutes, Nolly Zarati gave him the key instead. Oh wait, it would mean Jamati Pira survived and is pretending to be him. Whoa. Okay, so now we gotta put everything in order chronologically. I don't know how I didn't figure that out. So. What do we got here? There's like something about a cinema screening. Okay. Oh, we've got new stuff to find. Koi really has a sick mind choosing this of all places. Although I suppose no one will ever disturb the sacred ground here. Hang on a second. You'll need this when you get there. Oh yeah, so he's burying the body here. Got the diary he found. He's got everything he's found here. So there's something going on with this. What's going on at the cinema? Miracle of the waterfall. Suddenly, fire rages through the temple. Will Pravi survive? But then a mighty wind howls from the east. The blessed waterfall is redirected. A miracle. Pravi is saved. The prophecy is fulfilled. A first sentinel is reborn. Could this really have been the result of a miracle wind like they say? Something about the footage seems off. This is the guy who got himself shot. To honor the death of first sentinel Pravi Nagasi, the classic Miracle at the Waterfall will be showing all week at the Lagoon Theatre. Witness the first miracle ever to be captured on film. Real footage of the divine moment that gave rise to the first true sentinel. After the Inferno, only one shall rise bearing the mark of the universe. Admissions, £2 only. Let's take a look at the film here. Yeah, it looked like the film got rotated there. And then a sprinkler was inside the waterfall, or something. Maybe it was. What else could explain the water's trajectory? If only we had a better viewing angle. Hello, darling. Thank you for these wonderful photographs. What a handsome young man my grandson has become. How lucky he is to have inherited such a strong set of features from you and Shostai. Give my love to the family, Daddy. Back of playing cards? How dare they doubt the blessed waterfall? And in public, as soon as this ends, I'm reporting them to King Lutri's Purity Guard. So we've investigated everything now. Give me a second here, hold on. Wonder if these two were his father and that's why he's mad or something. Like he found something here. So he found something there. Let's order these chronologically. So we know first. Let's see here. First thing that happened was Pravi's murder. Then Koi's miracle. Hold on a second. 1594. So this door's got its lock open for some reason. Yeah, so he was able to get... Wait, hold on. So... Oh, this is the keypad combination. So he found something here. It was like something about figured out something about the wind blowing east. Something about the wind. So, I think the miracle happened, then the, rest of... Oh, wait, no. The Cinema's reading would have happened after Pravi's murder, then Gresto's burial, then Ori's revelation. I think he found something behind the waterfall and figured out it was a hoax. I think this is the... Yep, there we go. So, I think... So, Pravi Nagasai knew when to hide in the bunker because someone told him the trial date. Motivated by... Oh wait, no. I think he's in the waterfall. Like, give me a second here. No, not Ascension. Revelation, that's where I need to go. see here, on the date you've given me, so he hid in the waterfall and gave him the date. Okay, so he knew when to hide in the bunker because he told Ori Nagastai the trial date. Motivated by possibly revenge? I might have to take a look-see. His final goal, which he achieved, was to... One second. I think his ultimate goal was to kill the king as, like, revenge for his parents or something. Okay, nope, not quite. Hold on a second. Like, this is my problem. There's something about, like, the facial features, maybe? So he's got, like, the nose, maybe? I don't know. Let me see here. Give me a second here. Let me pop back out to here. Yeah, okay, so their kid, I think, might have been him. Yeah, so I think he was their kid, and he killed, what's-his-face, Lutri Manzek. Like, maybe his goal was to debunk the prophecy. Give me a second here. Let me, take a guess here. Why is it not letting me select anything for some reason? Not letting me select anything here for some reason. Give me a second here. There's some sort of weird glitch going on here. Okay, nope, so it was, Lutri Manzek was correct. Oh, here's the problem. I just put in the wrong name up here. It's Jamadi Pira. I hate when I do that. Like, I have everything right in my head and I just pick the wrong name. Jamadi Pira wanted to kill Lutri Manzek, Koi Nagasai, and Ori Nagasai because together they had ordered that his parents... Oh, what was it? What are their names again? Shosti and, what was the other one's name? Denizi Akai be executed. He was able to access the waterfall because Koi Nagasai gave him the code so that Retso Nozi's body could be buried there. Later, Jamadi Pira returned and spoke to Ori Nagasai from behind the waterfall, ordering him to hold a trial by ordeal. Before the trial began, but Jamadi Pira locked himself inside the bunker, leaving Ori and Koi Nagasai to die. All this led to Jamadi Pira being appointed first sentinel, giving him access to the king. Okay, so I missed... Oh, I grabbed the wrong one again. There we go. Figured it out, and with 20 minutes to spare. After his parents' execution, Jamadi Pira sought revenge against King Lutri Manzek and his two first sentinels, Ori and Koi Nagasai. He joined Koi's following with the aim of obtaining intelligence and access. Before long, he had gained Koi's trust by using his knowledge of magic to devise ways for Koi to perform miracles. From there, he bided his time and used his proximity to Koi to uncover more useful information. After Koi gave Jamadi access to the waterfall, Jamadi spotted the cave behind it. Seeing an opportunity, he formulated his plan. The airfield, Anya. Goodbye, Lemuria. I'll never forget you. Meanwhile, in Albion... Look what I found over there, Oriole. The golden idol. Uh-huh. Now turn it over. What? Why? Baiting Lenka. Oh. Great job, Tessa. A packet of peanuts, please, barkeep. Competent as ever, Tessa, I see. But, there we go. So, that was the second DLC for Rise of the Golden Idol. I don't know if I liked it quite as much as the first one, but I still had a really good time playing it. There were a lot of really cool puzzles, especially like the translation ones in the Revelations chapter. I always love those, like, translation puzzles in these games. They're really fun to figure out, like, all the fictional languages. That's the part of my brain that still has Chants of Sennar on my Games of the Year list kicking in, I guess. But, thank you all for tagging along with me on this stream. I know it's not, like, a super popular game. We don't usually get a lot of comments here. But, it's, like, kind of a favorite of mine, so of course I want to share it with you guys. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. Let's see what we got here. Give me a second. Yep, I'm gonna have to edit a lot out of that stream. It was kind of a mess. But, in the meantime, let me just do a quick check here, and, Alright, yep, no one worth raiding. Let's, call it here. So, for all of you, thanks for dropping by. Had a great time. Just a reminder, Saturday's stream is cancelled because I'm going to see Final Destination Bloodlines in, like, the ridiculously over-the-top 4DX thing. It's like, normally I wouldn't splurge on something like that. Normally I'd just go see the movie normally, but it's Final Destination. If there's any movie I want to experience while getting, like, my seat shaken around left, right, and center and shit sprayed in my face or whatever, that's what I want to see. Like, I hate that I, like, caught a glimpse of, like, some negative review of it. Like, I don't care if it's a negative review. It's Final fucking Destination. I'm going to go see it. Like, do you know how hard you have to actively try to screw up Final Destination? Like, they tried hard with the fourth one, and that still gave us a scene where a Klansman gets dragged behind his own truck and set on fire while his radio plays Why Can't We Be Friends? And that alone is, like, Oscar-worthy, in my opinion. So, yeah, going to see that Saturday. I just couldn't get in a time where I'd be able to make it to the stream as well. So, sorry about that. Could be out. That's it for next Saturday. I'm still deciding what game I'm going to play, and I've got a couple mentions. So if you haven't already, make sure you... One second. Sorry. Spam message there when I'm trying to do my outro. Anyway, if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord. Link should be still working, hopefully, in my Twitch About section. And I think I just posted a fresh one on the Blue Sky for anyone who wants to drop in. So... if you want to vote on on a new game for me to start playing on Saturdays, hop in there and pick some options. It's a multiple choice vote, so you can pick as many as you want if there's more than one game that catches your eye. And with that being said, hope to see you all there. Thanks for hanging in. See you next Tuesday, this same time. Bye!